Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. This week we're going to be doing some folk metal, and we're starting off with Alestorm, which I kind of did a little bit of research, a little bit of understanding from you guys in the comments, and I guess this is a sub-genre of folk metal. Or maybe just a sub-genre of folk metal, which would make it a I don't know. But I hear it's pirate metal. Alright, I've heard it's pirate metal, and that doesn't sound folky to me. But maybe I don't know what folk metal is. That's what we're getting into today, though. We got requests from Yotam Brostein. You've been on here a few times, and I apologize if I'm still getting that pronounced wrong. And Derzul. And this is Derzul is actually the guy who said it's a kind of sub-genre. So, yeah, we're starting off with, I guess, a subgenre of folk metal, and as far as I know it, the rest of the week is straight up folk metal. So, yeah, let's get into this. Neither person requested a specific song. I happen to choose the most recent song, specifically because of the person who it features. We have the song Tortuga, featuring Captain Yarrface. And I'm sorry, there's nothing as good as Captain Yarrface. Like, we're doing it. Let's see what these guys got.
Where you are, laddie? Y'all right there. Let me tell ya. Palm trees sway in the Caribbean breeze. The sunshine beating down. A wanted man with a price.
It definitely has metal tones, but it has like this pop feel to it. I'm really digging that. This is catchy. And we ain't even do the chorus yet. Now, is that Captain Yarrface, or is it Captain Yarrface going to be, like, have his own verse? Or maybe come up in the bridge or something? Oh, I'm guessing this is him. Nice synergy right there. These lyrics are great. Yep, this is amazing. They got a little breakdown too.
Across the sea, across the sand, set my sights on a far-off land. Across the sea, across the sand, set my sights on a far-off land. Across the sea, across the sand, set my sights on a far-off land. Across the sea.
I like that synth in the background. Yeah! Alright.
Drink rum, well you better drink rum with me.
Okay, see that's kind of more what I was expecting. That one not so much. Okay, so that was amazing. Definitely, I was expecting something more along the lines of that little teaser at the end there. Something that feels like a sea shanty, but with metal tone to it. This came off as more of a. It had the tone of metal, but the feel of pop, and the theme, the lyrical themes, just happened to be pirate. There weren't very strong musical themes in it, but obviously, listening to that teaser, it is something in their repertoire to write metal music with piratey sounds to it. But overall, I'm sold. This is gonna be hooked in my head for days. My partner's gonna be so mad at me, just like I don't know. I'll be cooking dinner or something. Look, a Tortuga, and I'm gonna do it all day long. Okay. Yeah. So there's not really much to talk about on a musical side here. Obviously, these guys are. I don't want to say a gimmick band. Um, but they're definitely pop rock with a specific angle to their music, and it's what draws people in. It's the pirateness to it. It's the fact that they talk about finding islands to spend the rest of their days on, and to find places where the rum never stops falling and stuff like that. Uh, but it's done with like this hard rock edge to it, and it's really solid. And the thing is, it is a great palate cleanser to all of the self-serious prog that we did last week. Really analytical stuff. Really trying to like listen to every single note, every single beat of every bar to kind of find significance, and trying to figure out how everything fits in place, and to just kind of after that, just have a real fun track just to jam with, and to laugh with. And that is a perfect, like I said, perfect palate cleanser to last week. Just real, oh god, I'm gonna have to listen to like all these guys' stuff today. I'm gonna turn this camera off and just dig into their discography. Because that was, and the thing is it's catchy. And I know that like catchy and having hooks, and especially coming off of Prog Week, I know those aren't very popular ideas for the metal community, but to me, I love catchiness. I love having a good hook that's gonna that's gonna drill itself into my brain, and sit there. I mean, that's people think it's easy to write something catchy, and it really isn't. Uh, I don't think pop music gets enough. Seriously, I don't think pop music gets enough of a reputation for that. People think it's easy to write a pop song, and it really isn't. But yeah, so yeah, just real solid music. Nothing crazy, nothing to really dig into musically or lyrically. It's just a real fun surface level jam. And like I said, after last week, I'm 100% on board for that. And so yeah, that's Alestorm Tortuga with Captain Yarrface. Oh, speaking of Yarrface, I thought that was interesting. I'm going to assume that most of their other works don't have a hip hop element to them, which is it's kind of interesting. Assuming that that's true, I'm going to like I said, I'm kind of assuming here. Yarface only showed up for the rap section, the second verse, I guess you would call it, and I'm going to assume that, especially with the teasers that they put at the end, that most of the stuff is sung. Which is interesting because while you think of pirate sea shanties having a lot of singing, they're also very rhythmic with call and response kind of stuff going on, which is a lot of elements of hip hop. So I actually think hip hop works well with pirate music or a pirate theme, and I would not be opposed to seeing Yarface becoming more of a staple. I don't know if he comes from somewhere else, or I don't know if he has his own band or if he's his own artist or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I thought it fit in really well. It didn't feel out of place, so yeah, just yeah, I love this. Good fun stuff right here. So yeah, this is where you come in though. Let me know Have you heard of Alestorm before? We only had 2 recommendations. However, it was highly voted uh, in the Patreon polls. So that's really interesting to see that kind of disconnect where it's not too popular with the 100,000 views I get, uh, but it is popular with the 30-ish Patreons I have. So that's interesting. I always think it's cool when I can see that. Usually everything lines up. A highly popular song in the request is also highly popular in the polls. And being that not many people requested this, I really didn't assume it was going to get to win. To come out for the week. But yeah, so if you haven't heard this before, what'd you think? Did you enjoy it? Was it too poppy for you? I know we do a lot of like heavy metal, hard metal, fringe stuff on this channel, and maybe this wasn't for you. Let me know down in the comments. If you have heard this before, I'm probably going to dive into the discography anyways, but if there's something specific you want on this channel, let me know, and I guess I'll try my best not to listen to it so we can do a pure reaction, or maybe I'll find some other way to feature it on the channel. Maybe like a second look. Ooh, second look. We could probably do that for some of the more prog stuff that doesn't really come off well on a first. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. So while you're down there in the comments, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell. I have a Q&A coming out later on today. And tomorrow I'll be back with the next band reaction for Folk Metal Week. And I think we're getting into, folk metal proper starting tomorrow. So yeah, cool stuff all around. You guys take care out there, stay safe, and we'll reconvene tomorrow for more folk metal. See ya.